Girl, you're going to have to put your pride aside and realize that man just don't like you. You know that movie or that book that said he's just not that into you.
A man will do everything that y'all say men don't do and men ain't capable of, and ain't no more men like this. He will do all that without having to be prompted.
Yeah.
And he would do it with joy and glee for the woman he actually liked.
Hey loves, so I wanted to continue our conversation on how men will waste your time. And today we are looking at the legendary statement, I am just confused. A guy saying that he's confused is just a big fat lie. One mistake that I made in the previous relationship was that I took him serious after just about 5 weeks of talking to him, because he was constantly in my DM. He was at my door. He was just too consistent to be fake. Everything just felt like we knew each other for so long. He checked all my vibes and he even asked me to date him exclusively. So I said yes, we were okay, only for him to start developing cold feet after a year into the relationship. And when I asked, he was like, I don't know, Franco, I'm just confused, bruh. Like, brother. What are you telling me? Okay, you confused? When a guy says he's confused, he's not. He knows that he doesn't want to be with you, but does not want to initiate the breakup so that it looks like he broke up with you. Men can be in a relationship with a woman they no longer love, but would not break up with her because they still want to have access to her. And girl, let me tell you something. A man who is weak, even though he has become unhappy in the relationship, would not break up with you. He's gonna stay there because he does not want to take the fall for your unhappiness. So for this guy I spoke about, I realized early on in the relationship that he was not being emotionally expressive. It was like he was not even emotionally available, okay? Anytime I complained, it was like I was ungrateful or being nagging. Okay, so for the most part, I kept quiet because I did not want to bring up a quarrel. And my thought was that I did not ask the hard question I knew I needed to ask, because I was afraid of the answer I was going to get. I knew the answer he was going to give to me, because as women, you know that our intuition is always speaking to us. I knew very well that if I should ask him, he was going to tell me he didn't want to be with me anymore. But I didn't have that courage to ask him because I was not willing to walk away from the relationship. And so I held on to that relationship until my body couldn't even take it anymore. And so one day I just broke down. I broke down for no reason. I was crying because it felt like I have been emotionally abused. And that was when he answered me and said that he was confused. And says, if you are in this place right now, I empathize with you, okay? Because I know how it feels. I know exactly how it feels to be in a place like this, because I was there and I know it feels like you are numb. I felt stuck from the pain that caused me. If you are in this confused situation and you want to proceed but you don't know how, I'm going to share with you exactly what to do to just get your freedom once and for all. First step is for you to know that it is not about you, okay? See, you could be everything any man could ever want in a woman, and this guy will still not want you. For man, he was like, Franca, I'll be a very stupid man to lose you, but I've been trying, but it's not working. So it says you are not the problem. And so I want you to stop wondering what's wrong with you. Stop blaming yourself, because this is his loss. So he is losing, not you. Yeah, at this point you're gonna be in pain, you will cry, it's gonna hurt a lot. It's gonna feel like you've been scammed, you've been deceived. But it is his loss. He is losing big time and not you. So relax, because there's nothing wrong with you. It is just not meant for you, okay? Because sometimes we get breakthroughs that does not come from God. But we embrace it, we celebrate it, we cherish it, only for us to realize at a time that it is meant to go, because it was only meant to occupy us for a moment. But God just stayed back and allowed us to hold on to that thing for a moment, because he didn't want our mind to go wandering or even feel alone. So he's just not for you, okay? He is the counterfeit and has to go so that you could make way for the original. And so let it be and move on to step number 2. And that is for you to be willing to walk away. Admit the loss and try not to hold on to this man, because if he really wanted you, he would have worked on himself and not allowed this indecision be the reason for the separation. It's only when you're willing to let go and walk away that you realize how much you meant to him. Because it's either you peacefully let go and get the love and respect you crave elsewhere, or you keep holding on to this confused man and never get your emotional needs satisfied. And it's true that when you love someone, you have to love them unconditionally. But says even unconditional love is conditional. Because even we trust in God because we know that He can protect us and provide for us. And the time that He is silent and doesn't say anything, we start questioning the love that God has for us. And so you realize that it is only God who can love unconditionally, not us human beings. Your unconditional love to be to yourself, your pets, and your children if you have any. Not to a man, okay? Not to a man because you can't trust a man. Your unwillingness to walk away even when he continuously messes up is going to give him the impression that he is irreplaceable. That is going to make him put you in the category of women who never walk away no matter what a man pushed them through. Just walk away, okay? And if your absence goes unnoticed by him or he doesn't even make any effort to work on himself to try to get you back, then you realize that walking away has been the best decision that you made. That should even tell you that no matter how long you waited for him to change, he was never going to change. He was never going to recognize your worth. It is his job to figure out what he feels for you. And that can only be effectively done in your absence. Because staying with a confused man, pouring your love and time into him, is only going to break you in the end. Those things, they end up in tears a lot. Next up is for you to start learning to love yourself. So I've said this before in the video and I'm going to say it again, that he telling you how confused he is, he opening up to how he never chose you and walking away from you is an act of love that he has shown himself. And you equally have to start learning how to love and respect yourself. Because let's be frank, okay, if you were in his position, if you were the one who was confused, do you think he's going to even give you a chance to explain yourself? And so why would you keep pouring love into a man who does not know what he wants? It's true that at this time you're going to feel a lot of pain, and so you would want to convince him to choose you so that all this pain will end. But the truth is that if he wanted to choose you, he would have done that without you even knowing that he was ever confused. He would have worked on his confusion behind your back because he doesn't want to put himself in a position to lose you. The fact that he's willing to put himself in a position to lose you to tell you how much serious he is with his decision to walk away, okay? So you equally have to start loving yourself and respecting yourself. You are the only one who keeps thinking that you are important to this man because you are not important to him like you think. And that's what he's been trying to communicate back, telling you that he's confused and he doesn't know. And so if loving and respecting yourself means walking away or withholding privileges, says do it without even thinking twice. Don't let anybody make you sad. Don't let anybody put you in a state of confusion. Don't let anybody keep you in a state where you keep wondering and thinking twice about your sense of worth. No, the fact that you keep wondering is a testament to the fact that he is not treating you right. He is not putting you first. And you must learn to start putting yourself first. So that's it for today, guys. Make sure that nobody is putting you in a state of confusion because you are too precious for God to be living in anxiety. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Take care of yourself.